Let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today we're going to take a look at Neca's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, Aprilo'Neal. Now, Neca Knights, we get us another one. Hasbro Henchmen, McFarlane Mercenaries, stand back, and let's see what this one here is hitting for. Now, I'm doing something a little bit different. I do have her out of the package, but here is the box, which is a little finicky. It doesn't want to stand. It's a little warped at the bottom of it, but you can see how that box changes. Static, and then you get these TV screens that shows Aprilo'Neal on it. Has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Aprilo'Neal. On the side, you get product image of Aprilo'Neal. On the back, more product imaging. Also, you get a nice little bio. You're more than welcome to pause it and read that for yourself. And you have the product image of the turtles down at the bottom of it. On that side, you get a nice full image of Aprilo'Neal, the actual toy. And that's it for packaging. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Now, we're going to go over some things that I do like. We're also going to talk about some shit that I don't like. Obviously, you can probably tell already. These knees are hideous. Now, I don't mind when they do the arms because it doesn't look as bad. It may be because it's, sculpted differently. You got some wrinkles. We know it's clothing. I don't mind the arms. But these legs are atrocious. These are terrible. But we're gonna talk about that here in a second. But this is your look at her. She actually looks really good. If you know anything about NECA, they knock it out of the park when it comes to detail, paint. These guys are firing on all cylinders. So bringing her in close, that head sculpt is A1. Now, I did find this one at Walmart. I did pre-order from NECA online when it was first announced and went up for pre-order. I saw it in Walmart and I grabbed another one because I couldn't find the one that I pre-ordered from NECA. But, so if you're looking for it, check your Walmarts. There was like 4 or 5 of them on the shelf when I found her. And I went to multiple Walmarts and all of them pretty much had her in stock. So, but the head sculpt on this, NECA kills it when it comes to sculpt, detail, paint. But there's a couple things that I have an issue with when it comes to paint and shit like that, man. I mean, we're gonna cover that. Her head sculpt is done very well. The hair, the highlights, the paint, phenomenal. No one's doing this on this scale except for imports. And NECA is firing, man. The shirt, the sleeves, painted very well, sculpted very well. Her arms, you can even see the vein on her forearm. She has a ring right on her thumb. Nice attention to detail. And all of this is painted. She has a watch. You see the paint here on the vest, done very well. Here on the collar. You can see the earrings right up in there. Eyes, nice blue eyes. Skin tone is done very well. The skirt has some nice painted detail on it. The vest is done very well. You even get some stitching sculpted into her vest. We're going to talk about it. The legs are just here up, excellent. Here down, terrible. Neca is, when they mass produce their figures, man, they have a lot of quality issues. I actually purchased her from Walmart and had to take her back because one of the shoes, the paint on it was a completely different paint color than the other one. This one not so bad, but you can see a little mishap here on the toe. This left leg, your right, just looks a little warped. On the back, these hinges, the paint is gone. Now, Neca, they do a phenomenal job with paint. But sometimes these hinge joints, I think that they should mold the hinges in the color plastic that surrounded it. So this should have been in this tannish brown color plastic, because once you bend it, that paint comes right off. I do not like that. Same here down at the ankles. Look at the hinges. Paint is coming off. Like I said, man, when it comes to quality, they have good quality products, but I have noticed, I have a chrome dome where one of the pegs, it looks like whenever they have an issue with scuffs or scrapes or dents or scratches on the plastic that's being painted on, all they do is paint right over it, and you can still see the blemish. And that's what happened with one of the shoes on Aprilo'Neal that I had to take back. One of the foots was obviously scratched or dented or whatever. And what they did is they just went ahead and repainted it with that brown. They kind of smoothed the plastic as best they could, and then just painted right over it. I don't like that. They need to tighten up on their quality. Toss that piece, man. If don't try to save it. Toss it. But right out of the box, man, she looks very well. She does stand. Even though I did have some troubles getting her to stand, but she stands. Now, let's move straight up to articulation, man. Head pops straight off. She does come with let's do that. Let's go over her accessories, because she does come with a fair amount of accessories. If I can get her to stand again, which I probably can't. Yeah, I doubt it. This is something up with this left foot. It's the same with the one that I took back. The left foot just tends to not want to stand. Anyway, here's our alternate. Ooh, I kind of burped a little bit. Excuse me. Here's our alternate head. Done very well. She has a little bit of a grin, a little smile going on there. Her eyes are painted very well. Eyebrows, lips, mouth. You even get nostrils on this sculpt. The hair, I think the hair may be the same, but it's done very well. So you get an alternate head sculpt. She does come with a fist and a item holding hand, both on those hinges. She has a pointing hand, and there's nice sculpt and details. You can see the veins in the hand. And she also has another item holding hand here. So she comes with a set of item holding hands, in the pointing finger in the fist. So that's good. She also comes with this display stand, just a puck with a peg for a foot. And as I talk about that, let's go ahead and port that on to get her standing while I'll go over this. I really don't even... These pucks, to me, are kind of terrible. I don't know. whatever. She also comes with Raphael's knife, which is done pretty good. Nice silver paint, and you have the black down for the handle. If you watch the movie, you know why she comes with this. She comes with a mic. Now, I wish this was painted black, but whatever. And it does have the channel 3, and there seems to be some call letters on there. And it also has this bendy wire here. So, it's done pretty good. She has a stack of pizzas. Smellios, is that what that says? And Josh Pizza. Can't really make that out. But it's like a rubber, soft plastic. Comes with that. She comes with her purse, which is painted very nicely. You even get a little gold paint for the zipper. The purse actually does open, as you can see. Got a brown strap on the back side. As you can see, the paint, because of how this is molded and how they had to paint on here with all that detail, you get a little bit of paint chipping, but which is not bad because that's on the inside. It's a nice little wear to it. You can see on the sides. So that's done pretty good. So that's it for accessories, which you get a fair amount of accessories for this figure. Granted, it was about $40. I think it was $36.99 at Walmart, and that's pretty much what I paid when I ordered from Neca. Paid about $50 because of the shipping is $15, which is crazy, but whatever. So let's bring her in. Let's move to articulation. She even has like a little cleft in the chin. Her head, if you try to push it back too far, it will pop off. So she only looks up about that far. She looks down pretty good. Arms do hinge out about that far. And there's no bicep cut. So you do get double jointed elbows, which is done very well. I'm not mad at how the elbows look. I mean, it's a figure, it's a toy, so I like the way that they did it. And you see how the hinge on the elbow are in that maroon plastic and not painted, so it doesn't chip. So I like that. Even check out the folded portion of her shirt. It's a different different color because it's flipped inside out. So nice attention to detail. Wrist rotates, hinges in and out. And she just has a ball at the waist. So she can go forward. She can bend forward about that far. Bend back about that much. She does rotate. Now I do like the ball at the hip. That way you get a little bit of rotation and movement. I hate when it's just flat and cut off and square. So I do like that. Legs, they only go about that far out because of the skirt. Not a big deal. She's not going to be doing any, extreme type poses because she's a news reporter, right? Her legs go back and forward about that far. And this here, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I have no idea why Neca. You know what? I applaud Neca for trying something new and different. This just didn't hit. But by the time it was set in stone and production started running, they had no other choice but to run with these legs, I'm assuming. So they are double jointed, so you get her leg all the way bent, and that will remove the paint on those hinges, showing a flesh tone color. I do not like that. Her feet hinge down that far. They go up about that far, and you do get some pivot. But all in all, man, she's a very good looking figure from the everything except for the legs, right? And I do applaud Neca for the 2-pack, the Casey Jones and Aprilo'Neal 2-pack that was released also in stores at Walmart when I found her. And they changed those legs. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me move her off to the side. See those legs? I haven't had a chance to open this up. So they went, it looks like with a traditional a single jointed knee. And you also get the single jointed for the elbows. Whatever. But the legs look a lot better. Now she is in a different outfit, as you could tell. She also comes with an alternate head sculpt. Let's see. They seem to be a lot different. Actually, if you peep this, on here her eyes are blue. Here her eyes are brown. Dark brown. That's a huge difference. The hair is different, a lot brighter and lighter, even with the alternate head sculpt. I haven't had a chance to pull this out, but the knees alone are a lot better than this, right? Anyway, but she looks good. She looks good, other than her legs and feet and those hideous knees, and then the hinges for those knees. Terrible design. I don't mind Neca. If you're listening, which you probably ain't. I ain't that big, but I like this. I like how you do your double jointed elbows for women. Can it be different? Yeah, but I don't mind that. The knees, though, they tried to do the same thing that they did for the elbows for the knees, and it didn't work out. It looks terrible. Anyway, let's go over some size comparisons. Superman just fell. We got a little setup, little cardboard setup back here, and just to spicy up my background. But there we go. Now I'm gonna compare her to a couple other things. Let's go over. Let's take a look at Neca's Starlight, which they should have just took the buck from her, because she doesn't have those hideous knees, right? In the way, I guess she has the same elbows, but the knees are completely different. Unless they just hit it very well because she has high boots on, which looks pretty good. But that's her next to Starlight, also from Neca. If I could get her to stand. Let me see if I can get her to stand back here. There she is. Let's take a look at Hasbro's Riri. And look how Hasbro does. Hasbro needs to make this straight across the board. The double hinges for the women. Look at that. No breakage. Study these other lines, man. And kind of like steal a little bit of ideas from each other. Right? So these are different women. Bucks. In molds. Right? Now let's take a look at some other figures next to her. Let's look at a 7-inch line from McFarlane. That's how she scales with this guy. If I can get him to stand. Right. She scales pretty good. She scales pretty good. Let's move her to the side. Let's look at another Neca's product. Let's look at the Mummy, which, depending on when you're watching this video, there will be a review for this guy. Scale pretty good. This Riri female body mode, excellent. That's how she scales with these guys. Sorry for hitting the camera. She's not a bad looking figure at all. I say put it in your rep. Hey, look, if you're collecting NECA, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie line, she's a must. And I'm happy that NECA went on ahead and made a release for her for Walmart. I thought it was just going to be an exclusive to NECA one-time deal, but they went on and put her out at Walmart for everybody else who either wants her, wants to add her to their collection. She's available, right? As she falls. All right. So let's change out the head. Easy to pop off. Let's put on the smiling head. There we go. It's not even all the way on there. Man. Is it on there? Seems like you get a lot more motion with this alternate head sculpt, but it's just not on there. A lot of tilt, rotation. I like that. And as far as accessories, let's get a hand to where she can hold her mic. Oh, okay. So, okay, all right. I thought the watch came off, but it's actually molded to her forearm. Let's put that in there. Easy to swap that. And let's get this in here. Let's come through here. We're doing this in real time. No editing allowed. Boom. Boom. She holds the mic very well. Very well. Look at that. Trying to get her to stand. There she go. She's kind of difficult when I hit the camera. She's kind of difficult to stand, man. It's the left leg. Like, it really is the left leg. And I haven't really had a chance to, like, really play with her and maneuver her around. But there she is. Let's move these guys out the way. Here's your look at NECA's Aprilo'Neal from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The figure is done very well. Shout out to NECA for paint, sculpt, detail, and how they put together a figure. Very, 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 very nicely executed. Quality, I think they need to tighten up a little bit, but all in all, it's a good figure. Like, comment, share. Let me know what you think about this one. You know the saying, it's your boy Sean, and I'm out. 1.